Voiger, his aunt Tekler and his little new cousin went back to the church to meet up with Bishop Osorio, who had received news from Pope Marinus in the Vatican. "A gift to celebrate the new Dynasty, child," said Osorio, and reached into his pocket. Osorio handed a handful of gold over to Voiger, 100 to be precise. Voiger, he did take them, but he looked very suspiciously at the bishop, as if to ask, what exactly did this cost me? As he knew, the church is not known to give gold away for free. A day later, after the church, Voiger actually found out that Tekla was going to be a guest at a manor in the village of Kiel, so he realized that it would be the perfect occasion to meet with her again, to make a little bit of a, closer friendship relation with her here. So by my request, I was seated next to her, that is us, Voiger of course, for the duration of the dinner, and we both had a great time. I was surprised at how much we had to talk about. I think they are now very good friends indeed, yes they are. Such a pleasant woman. Yep, that is our aunt. There we go. Lovely. I do believe that Voiger stuffed himself so well that he was sick for a couple of days after that manor party or dinner party of that manor with his aunt. Because now I don't know, he's probably back in Lübeck now, and he do have 179 gold, of course, from the church gave him that as a little present for... It doesn't make any sense, but he got the money and he don't know why, but he's gonna take them. He's gonna spend them really well, because we are of course gonna create the Duchy of Wallachia with this money. Yep, that is what's gonna happen here. We can create a title and use 100. I mean, we're gonna go bankrupt here almost, especially with the situation going on up in Denmark. We are in a war against Norway, if you remember. But this is really, really good. Creating a duchy, becoming a duke, higher titles, higher renown, higher everything. Yes. We are now, as you can see, we also changed clothes. Right away, you change clothes. When you become a duke, it's like you're just, boom, you're changing clothes instantly. And now, we are a duke. Yes, a mighty duke. What does that mean? Well, it means a couple of different things. The first thing is, and you probably noticed in the last episode, and I completely ignored it. Well, I knew it was there, but I ignored it. We are, of course, above the domain limit. We should probably, because now when we are a duke, we can actually give a county away, and that county would be inside our domain still. So I think we should probably find out. I think Voiger has to, make up his mind on who he should give a county to. That's no small decision here. That's a big one. Absolutely massive. So I think we got a couple of things to look at to make that decision. But let's see what Voiger is gonna... I mean, he's probably gonna make up his mind soon enough, I suppose. After some consideration, Voiger could not really make up his mind, and he decided to summon his council to see if they could bring him closer to a final decision. Bishop Osorio was the first one to step forward and speak. "The people of Rügen is getting closer to becoming Catholic. Appointing a man of God as your vassal would benefit everyone," the bishop said. And indeed, that was a good idea in Voiger's mind, but he himself also had plans for Rügen, seeing it as the capital of Wallachia. Chancellor Boris stepped up next and said, "Put your family above all. Appoint one of your children to be your vassal of Rostock." I think everyone in the council room was a bit surprised about that one, but Voiger did know this man to be fairly rational, and it did make sense, and not appointing someone close to him or himself, well, that could make him look a little bit more trustworthy. Mayor and Marshal Eli, towering over the rest, all of a sudden decided unexpectedly to kneel down, but his words, on the other hand, those were straightforward. "Appoint me the Count of Vorbesse," he said. Well, it does make sense. He already had proven to be loyal, a good soldier, and a brilliant commander for us. Maybe he do deserve it. Vröger's steward and Aunt Tekla, of course, moved closer and boldly said, "My dear nephew, I agree with Osirio, but it should be me or my sister ruling in Volbese. We got the experience and we are of the dynasty." Vröger, he could hardly argue with those words. Last but not least, his brother, spymaster and good friend, Brende, who almost whispered, "Brother, you already knew who to grant the county." The room fell silent for a second while Vrenne stepped back with those cryptic words hanging in the air. Vröger took a look on each of them and then he said, "I grant Volgast in Valencia to Vrenne Elvin Osesen, former mayor of Kiel." There we have it. Vrenne, yes, his brother is gonna become a count in the future. So let's click on Rostock. Let's grant it to our brother. See if we can find him down the list here. There he is, currently the mayor. So that does mean that when we appoint him to become a count inside Valencia, that is, below us as a vassal, of course, we do need to appoint a new mayor. But let's grant him this first and see what happens. There you go. There you go. Now he is our small little vassal here. He got 45 soldiers. Not a lot, but hopefully he will grow. So, yeah, there was a couple of things that was, of course, leading to this decision for Vröger. One of them is that, you know, his brother is a close one to him. He's a very good friend. It's his brother, blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, that makes sense. But also, Rostock, in terms of power, right? It is very close to Lübeck, so it's not too far away. It's across the sea, but actually that's not very far away. Volbes is way further away, and Volbes is a much better tile or county right now for us. So he also considered those kinds of things when you make this decision. Rügen he do have plans with, and Volgast is a place with a lot of people right now, and he did consider Volgast as the other choice, and he did decide, he did consider quite a few things, but he went with Rostock to his brother here, which is gonna be interesting to see. But of course, now when that is done, we need to consider who's gonna be the new mayor. In Kiel, that is. Few hours later, Vröger again summoned someone to his council room, this time only his councillor, Boris, who looked a little bit confused about it. "I have decided to make you mayor of Kiel," Vröger said, and of course Boris seemed extremely pleased by such news and kneeled down. Oh, yes. Boris, old boy, the Russian man who came from, Russia as a lowborn. Now he is going to become a mayor. Let's see if we can find him in here, or even if... I actually didn't check if he was gonna be in here, but I think, yeah, there he is. Boris Rurikid, the counselor. Yes, he's absolutely fantastic when it comes to prowess. If he's gonna go into combat, he's gonna die, isn't he? But he's gonna be the new mayor in Kiel. There we go. Lovely. Job done. And, wow. There we go. We're dukes. We are having a couple of different... I mean, here's the thing, right? We didn't really move anything around in here because all of the guys, or everyone that we just appointed, both our good old friend here, our brother, and also the new mayor is already on the council seat, so we didn't really have to do anything, which is perfect. Denmark are currently winning their second battle against Norway here, so I think they will win the war as well. Oh, our Knight Balser Astrid have killed someone. Nice. So if you see anything new, you have probably already made the guess. I installed a couple of new mods here in between the, what happened just before. So yeah, we do have a new mouse. The cursor is different. And also the lines here are a little bit different. Just a couple of small mods here and there. I've also made it so we can actually have a female knight. Yeah, and I'll just completely forbid them if I don't want them. Like good one here, I don't want her to fight, so I won't make her fight. But I want more control, right? That's basically it. for the role-playing sake. If they are really good at fighting, and if they seem to be a very good strategist, well, why wouldn't we use them, right? It's about what I want to say about that. Alright, well, good for Denmark that they're winning their war, but what does that mean for us? Well, not a whole lot, except from just, I guess, being happy for our allied. Oh, hello, what is going on here? That can't be good. Well, I do hope Denmark is gonna come down and help us here, because that is not okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now. For the last couple of months, yeah, the Danish army is just roaming about up here, and these guys are just moving out to sea and then back, you know, into our lands and then out to sea again. This is the AI when it's best, right? The only annoying thing about it is that we can't really gain control down in any of these because they are destroying it right away when they move in here, but otherwise nothing really happens, it seems. My son Eskil has just finished a lesson held by Baldur on the management of the treasure and the gold therein, but it seems that only the bits monitoring gold have stuck. Now he is levying small taxes from all the servants he can chase down, much to their collective annoyance. Ah, okay, so he's a greedy one, isn't he? How would Fröger see about that? Here's the thing, guys. Fröger is actually, the older he gets, I just checked up on it not long ago. The older he gets, Fröger, the more greedy he becomes. It's like the scaling part is that he's just becoming more and more greedy. Especially after he became a duke. He's probably a lot more greedy now than he was before. Well, I know he is. The scaling part, or the numbers behind it, is actually suggesting that he's more greedy. So would he be annoyed that his son and player heir is also becoming a very greedy person? I don't think so. 10 years ago, maybe 10 years ago for Fröger, he would probably have gone with, what is this? Haven't you learned anything? But now he's probably more, yeah, nothing is more important than gold. Yeah, I think he would go with Eskil, keeps the trade greedy here. Absolutely, we will take that. Well, Elin, he made a pretty drastic move here. He didn't like what the Danish army was doing, so he's going to chase them down himself. He's gonna chase the Norwegian armies down. Is this gonna happen? I don't know. It looks like we do have someone coming. No, okay, they are moving out again. What I hope to do with this is basically make... No, okay, they are coming off this time. And I am wondering if they're gonna come for us and if the Danish army is gonna come help us. But sometimes the AI is just doing AI things and you just have to, you know, do something to make things happen, right? So let's see, is he coming off this time and he's not moving out again? I don't know. But I mean, I'm done with this war. I'm done with this war, basically. We could also just disband, to be honest. But there are, of course, armies around. Oh, hello, available perk. Okay. So the last time we took the befriend, which is of course modified. What is confidence? Each friend adds -5 stress. That is significant right now. I mean, we don't have a lot of friends, but we do have like 3, I think, or maybe 4. So yeah, it's groom to rule. That's also good. That's also really good. I think we're gonna take that. Should we take that first? I mean, we are stressed right now. That's the thing, right? We are kind of stressed. I think we're gonna go with the confidence here. How much is it? Let's actually see where we are right now. We are at stress level. Where can we actually see that? Stress 98, but does it say anywhere on the meter or anywhere that how much we gain? No. We don't really know how stressful or how much stress we gain right now, do it? No, I don't think so. There might be a tooltip somewhere that is saying that, but I'm not sure where it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and take it, and that should help us out in terms of percentage-based getting less stress. That's nice. Anyway, let's continue here and see if we can avoid getting sieged down out here in Rügen. Or Vulgas, for that matter. I don't know, man. I don't know. It does look like the Danish army is coming now, but I don't know. Let's just move over here. Let's move. Speed a little bit faster here. Just play a little bit faster. The last couple of episodes, we haven't really gotten far in terms of dates or time or whatever. Are they gonna move out? I think I'm gonna move in here. If they're gonna move out, I'm gonna move in there. Because that would mean that if they're coming off again, they would attack from the sea. Okay. They're actually, one of them are actually attacking us from the sea right now. And we do have the Danish army moving out. Yeah. We need to get out of here because they are over 4,000 men in there, so we need to get out. This is so frustrating. I think I'm gonna run to Lübeck here and just disband because this war will be over anyway in a couple of minutes time. So yeah, we are gonna go disband. Oh, well, would you look at that? We did disband, if I almost forgot to say it. Yeah, we did disband, but what is interesting here is this. Blunder result in claim. We now got an unpressed claim of the county of Aarhus. Yep, I don't know if we would ever be able to actually attack up here. That is, of course, part of Duke Åsa Svensson's Jylland, which is a pretty powerful place. And they are a part of Denmark, so they are kind of our ally. So I don't think we will actually be able to do that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Victory. Finally. Yeah. We won the war led by King Børge Mortensen of Denmark against the King Ivar Håkonsson of Norway. Yes. So what do we get? What do we... I don't know. What do we get? Allied shared 300. Okay, so we got some prestige. We lost a lot of gold, of course, because we went into the miners, but... I paid 475 to King Børge. Wowzer. Well, Denmark is rich all of a sudden. Nice. So be it. I'm wondering how our opinion is with him right now. Very, very high. He really likes us, and we kind of like him. Even with him blinding our aunts. Yeah, that's the guy that actually... I think that's the guy that blinded our aunt. So there is that, but, I mean, what can we do about it? We are now very close friends. Well, actually, maybe we should make him friends. Did we actually end the other scheme? Yes, we did. Maybe we should make King Børge our friend. I think that might be a fairly good idea. Yeah, let's try. 100% chance. I mean, he already likes us. There we go. Let's try it out. That's nice. The more I study the noble art of statecraft, the more I realize how beneficial good relations with my neighbors are. I ought to have one of them visit my court so that I can show them just how good friends I can be, or how good a friend I can be. But who should I invite? So who do we have here? We have High Chieftain Batas. I'm not sure where he is exactly. Okay. We got Duke Åsa. Oh, that's the guy we just got a claim on. Or at least one of his counties. And Count Joradine. I believe that is probably Barry. I don't know. Maybe it's either in Poland or in Germany. I'm not exactly sure. I think the most obvious one to actually invite here is probably Duke Åsa. Or Esser. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But yeah, we will invite him. The benign Duke Esser is finally here tonight. We will have a feast to welcome our foreign guests. My wife Yolanta has been hard at work with all the planning and preparation. She has asked me if any suggestions for the final touch. Oh. I don't remember seeing this event before. Maybe it's part of a mod. I'm not too sure actually. I know about a few specialties from Jylland. Huh. Oh well, I think he would. I think he would do actually. Oh, this is oh, that's him. That's the Duke. But yeah, I do believe that we probably know a couple of specialties from Jylland since our ancestors, Toke and so forth, Åsa as well, of course, is from that area. Right. Yeah, I think we'll go for... I don't even know what it's gonna do. Okay, it's a learning challenge. Okay, 64%. Very well that it will progress. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, sure. That seems fair to me. I mean, there is a chance that it's gonna go poorly here, but we'll see. We'll see about that. And that did go really, really well. And now we would like to show our guest, Duke Esser, the cultural highlights of Valencia. The question is, would he prefer a grand dance with all the lords and ladies of the court or a visit to the finest church? Well, I haven't looked at him. And I have absolutely no idea. I think we're gonna go with what Ferger believes, and he will probably think a dance would be fine. After the dance, and it did actually go really well, Duke Esser is gonna ask us, your wife, or he just gonna say, your wife is a fine woman, while ponderously swirling his cup of spiced wine. His eyes are set on Yolanta, who are seated further down the table. My dear Duke of Fröger, do I have permission to arrange a private audience with Lady Yolanta? Nothing untoward, of course, just a simple diner in my chambers. What? What? Okay, so what would Fröger do here? I think he trusts his wife. He is an honorable person. He's also fairly social. Yeah, I mean, and he's also very bold. This is a bold move to allow this guy to move into a private audience with his wife, but I don't see why Fröger would not accept this, except from, of course, the obvious reasons, but I think he would actually accept this. 9 out of 10 other guys would probably not accept this, but Fröger, because he is those things, I think he would accept it. Of course, that would be no problem. I think he would do that. What is the other one? Allow it, but secretly listen in. That's probably what most guys would do, but I think he absolutely trusts her. And they are friends, lovers even, so I do not think it would be appropriate. Yeah, I think this is that 1 out of 10 times where a guy would actually say, fine, do it. If that is this moving us in a direction of better relationship, and he completely trusts his wife, he would go with this one, absolutely. He would go with, of course, I will allow it. After what can only be described as a thoroughly pleasant visit, Duke Asser and his retinue is about to depart for Jylland. Before the Duke steps into his carriage, he bows deeply to you and expresses his gratitude to me and my most modest wife. Oh no, I promise to forward his compliments. Oh, what have you done? Look at that face. Look at that face. He looks very happy. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So he gains 30 opinion of us. We gain a closer forming friendship with him, and we also gain 1 diplomacy lifestyle perk. Lovely. I mean, that diplomacy lifestyle perk is of course really nice, but I am a little bit unsure about if we are getting another child. I would probably be a little bit worried here. There might be a... Yeah, we'll see about that actually, because they can't really cheat. I do have a mod installed where our wife wouldn't be allowed to cheat, but maybe there was a way around that if it's inside an event. I do not know. And with that new perk, we are gonna pick up, well, actually, Flatter. That's personal scheme power plus 20, max personal schemes plus 1, so we could scheme more people. That is we could try and befriend our new, closer friendship with the Duke that we just had, Asser. That could be something, or we could just go for groom to rule, because that is giving us extra... It's giving us better children, basically, right? That's what it's gonna do. It's hard. I think we're gonna go with groom to rule to begin with, and then flatterer after that, or maybe this one, close family opinion. I don't think that's too important right now, but groom to rule is a very nice one. After laborious preparations, I was finally able to spend some time alone with King Borough. In the end, a distance was not great, a hurdle for me to overcome. In order to earn King Borough's trust and friendship, we both learned a lot about each other and during our encounters, so much so that we parted as friends. Yeah, I skipped over a couple of the events because we have already seen them before. But yeah, we are now friends with King Borough, and we can probably find someone else to be scheme here. I was thinking that we might go for the Duke up here. I think that's a pretty good one to go for. 67. We actually also like him, and he likes us. That seems like a very good choice. We want more friends, don't we? Oh, we can't. Not none of relation friend trigger. There's something wrong here. Maybe I need to... No? Huh. Is he already our friend? I'm confused. Oh, okay. We are going straight into another event here. Brave Youth. This is a new one. While traveling, I noticed sizable stone on the side. A notable sizable stone on the side of the road. One which is clearly caved by human hand. Okay, what is it doing here, I wonder? I get off my horse and come over to investigate. I see there is some sort of writing on the stone, but it is all worn out. There does appear to be some carvings of what appears to be people holding weapons, perhaps fighting. Ah, it's a runestone or something like that. A few moments later, a traveler is passing by. He notes my attempts to deciphering what the stone is about and tells me I live not too far from here. That stone, according to the elders, commemorates 100 brave youths from here who generations ago sacrificed their lives to defeat the evil bandits who were terrorizing these lands. The battle took place right here. Ah, cool. I believe this would be a runestone, at least in these parts of the world. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You gain inspired heroes of the past. So we gain monthly lifestyle of 4%. Okay. But, I mean, let's pause the game here because I am wondering why we can't actually choose this befriend. Can we not choose that with anyone? Let's try and do it over here. Must be something wrong. Yep, there is definitely something wrong here. Ah, guys, I figured it out. I know exactly why we are not capable of getting more friends. Because we are not allowed to get more friends from a mod. It kind of changes how many you can get. It's the same mod that actually changed that we can actually get friends in the first place without the, the perk. But it depends on how many or how much in diplomacy we have, and also I think it's something about learning. But it makes some kind of calculation, and then you can get a maximum amount of friends, which is kind of cool. That's kind of stopping you from just getting, massive amounts of friends. So that's why we can really gain more friends. Which is fairly okay with me. I think that's a very good way to do it, actually. A lot better than having a perk, making sure that you can get friends. Instead, there is a hard cap depending on learning and diplomacy. Our aunt, Tekla, have given birth to a daughter. Since the little one is part of the Elvin Dynasty, she should be blessed with a good name. I will not go around and actually change their names if they are not in our direct family. Tekla can name whatever her daughter to be whatever she likes. I mean, I don't care. I do care, but she is gonna be Sophie Elvin. Nice. Let's actually take a look at her. Let's go in and find her. She's right here. Let's go take a look. She also got Ragnar, which is our other little cousin. But yeah, it's of course a cousin, so... Oh, look at that. Powerful lungs. That's nice. Getting more or better people into the Elvin Dynasty is of course nice. Let's make sure she is educated as well by someone that is fairly good. Should probably be herself, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think Tekla probably just want to do it herself. Oh, she's not down here. Maybe we should let our wife do it, actually. That sounds pretty good. Convert to culture. No. She's gonna stay Danish, of course. Yeah. Tekla was seeking out Roger with great news. I have converted Rogen to Danish, she beamed with pleasure, while also explaining that both Rogen and Volgast was easily converted to Catholic by the good Bishop Osorio. Great work indeed, Tekla, and I believe Roger do have some interesting ideas and proposals for the next episode in mind. But yes, that was the last for today, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, and I will see you around next time.